Creatine is one of the most researched supplements in the world, with thousands of studies backing its effectiveness. Yet it remains one of the most misunderstood supplements, period. Most fears around creatine fall into three buckets. First, it's only for men. Second, it makes you bulky or bloated. And third, it's unsafe. Today we're clearing this up with actual physiology, not gym myths. By the end of this video, you'll understand exactly what creatine does, why these fears exist, and whether it's right for you. Before we tackle the myths, let's ground ourselves in the science. Creatine works by increasing phosphocreatine stores in your muscles. Think of phosphocreatine as a rapid battery backup for your muscle cells. When you perform high-effort activities like sprinting or lifting heavy weights, your muscles use ATP for energy. Creatine helps regenerate that ATP faster, allowing you to perform more reps or maintain intensity longer before fatigue sets in. Here's what most people miss. This mechanism is identical in women and men. Your muscle cells don't care about your gender when they're using creatine for energy. Creatine works best as a daily saturation supplement, not a pre-workout stimulant. Consistency over weeks matters far more than timing around your workout. You're building up stores, not getting an immediate boost. Let's tackle the biggest psychological barrier first. The idea that creatine is only for men is completely backwards when you look at the physiology. Here's what the research shows. Women typically start with lower baseline creatine stores compared to men. This happens for two reasons: lower average muscle mass and lower dietary intake, since creatine is found primarily in red meat and fish. Because of these lower baseline stores, supplementation can actually be especially impactful for women. When we look at the research, both women and men experience similar relative increases in strength, power, and lean mass when resistance training is consistent. Now, men may see larger absolute gains because they typically have more muscle mass to begin with. But the relative improvement, the percentage increase in your own performance, is comparable between the sexes. In fact, some research suggests women may see greater improvements in muscular endurance, fatigue resistance, and recovery, even when visible size changes are smaller. This makes sense given women's generally higher proportion of type 1 muscle fibers. Here's where it gets interesting. Fluctuating hormones influence creatine metabolism. This is why creatine is now being studied specifically across menstruation, perimenopause, and menopause in women, as well as across different life stages in men. The research is showing that creatine may offer unique benefits during various hormonal phases throughout life. So if creatine works for everyone and may actually be more beneficial for certain populations, why do people still fear it? This is where the fear really lives for many people. Let's reframe what's actually happening before anyone panics about the number on the scale. The small weight increase some people see when starting creatine, typically 1 to 3 pounds, is from intramuscular water and muscle tissue, not fat. This is a crucial distinction. Water from creatine is stored inside muscle cells, where it supports performance and protein synthesis. It's not subcutaneous puffiness or abdominal bloating. Your muscles are literally holding more of the fluid they need to function optimally. The bloated feeling that people sometimes report is usually tied to high loading doses, around 20 grams per day for 5 to 7 days. This is an outdated protocol for most people. For most people, 3 to 5 grams per day without a loading phase minimizes any scale fluctuations while still fully saturating your muscles over 3 to 4 weeks. The end result is the same, you're just avoiding the rapid water shift. Now let's address the bulk fear directly. Visible muscle bulk requires years of progressive overload, proper nutrition, and often genetic predisposition. It doesn't come from a supplement. Here's the reality check. If creatine made people bulky by default, every casual gym goer taking it would look like a bodybuilder. They don't. Creatine helps you train harder and recover better. What you do with that training capacity determines your physique. Now let's handle the safety concerns with calm authority and actual data. First, creatine does not act like a steroid or hormone. It's a naturally occurring compound made from amino acids. It does not cause masculinization or meaningfully alter hormone levels at normal doses in either sex. The kidney damage myth needs to be retired. Long-term studies in healthy adults, some lasting years, show no kidney damage when creatine is used at recommended doses. The safety profiles are consistent across populations. Creatine is one of the most studied supplements in sports nutrition, with over 1,000 peer-reviewed studies. It's consistently classified as safe for healthy adults by major sports medicine and nutrition organizations. Important caveat: people with pre-existing kidney disease should seek medical clearance before starting any supplement, including creatine. Not because creatine is inherently toxic, but because medical caution is appropriate when kidney function is already compromised. One confusion point: creatine supplementation does increase creatinine levels in blood tests. Creatinine is a normal breakdown product of creatine. Doctors need to know you're supplementing so they don't misinterpret these elevated markers as kidney dysfunction. This is where the conversation gets really interesting. Creatine's benefits extend far beyond the weight room. Creatine supports muscle, bone, and functional strength across the entire lifespan. In older adults, creatine combined with resistance training helps preserve lean mass and physical independence. This is particularly important as we age, when sarcopenia and bone density loss become major concerns. Your brain uses the same phosphocreatine energy system as your muscles. Creatine supports brain energy metabolism and cognitive performance. Emerging research shows potential benefits for mental fatigue, mood regulation, and even depression, with some responses varying by biological sex. People under high mental stress, sleep deprivation, or during specific hormonal phases may benefit disproportionately from creatine's cognitive support. For active people, whether you're training for performance or just want to feel stronger in daily life, creatine helps you express more of your existing potential. It doesn't create strength, it helps you access it more consistently. Let's make this actionable. Here's how to actually take creatine correctly. Typical maintenance dose: 3 to 5 grams per day, or roughly 0.1 grams per kilogram of body weight. You don't need a loading phase. Just start with the maintenance dose, and let your stores build naturally over a few weeks. Use creatine monohydrate. It's the most evidence-backed form, the most stable, and the most cost-effective. Fancy formulations aren't necessary and often aren't tested as thoroughly. Mix it with water, coffee, or a protein shake. Timing doesn't matter much. Post-workout is fine, but so is any consistent time of day. What matters is daily consistency. Stay adequately hydrated. Creatine draws water into muscle cells, so maintaining your overall hydration supports this process and helps avoid any GI discomfort. If you do experience stomach issues, try splitting your dose into 2 smaller servings throughout the day, or take it with a meal. Let's close the loop. Creatine is not a male supplement. It does not make you fat or bulky. It is not unsafe when used correctly by healthy individuals. Creatine is a boring, unsexy, evidence-based tool, and that's exactly why it works consistently across thousands of studies and millions of users. The controversy around creatine exists because people confuse physiology with fear. Once you understand the biology, the myths collapse. If you found this helpful, subscribe for more evidence-based fitness content. Drop a comment if you have questions about creatine or other supplements you'd like me to break down next.